Well, this is friggin' embarrassing. This is hopeless. Every week I watch this team. Every single week I watch my Florida Gators. And every single week I hope, I pray, I plead with the football gods that there's a defense somewhere in Gainesville. I don't know whether they need to go recruit the entire defense from Gainesville High School or Buchholz or, I don't know, go up to friggin' Greenville, Tennessee and recruit the Green Devils defense. Because any defense in the world is worth more than this defense. I mean, this is Kentucky, for God's sake. This is run by somebody with the nickname Turnover Terry Taylor. This guy's a turnover machine, and you're making this team look like it's got a Heisman QB and a Heisman running back. I'll look at the stats here. Terry Wilson is a running back with a quarterback shoulder pad rig. 6 for 9, 49 yards and a touchdown. QBR 149.1. Trask is doing for him. 12 of 16, 144 yards, 1 TD, and 176 QBR. So, not good. Rushing, let's see, we got Asim Rose, 11 carries, 53 yards, a 4.8 yard average. Our best rusher is Damian Pierce, 2 rushes, 18 yards. Really? Now, it looks like Rose got hurt near the end of the first half, so I hope he's okay. Let's see. Gator defense has allowed 13 first downs, 2 for 2. Kentucky is 2 for 2 on fourth downs. 2 out of 8 on third down, but 2 for 2 on fourth downs. Yay, Gators! You're doing so well stopping a toothless team. They have 126 yards rushing to our 31. They have both teams 175 yards total. How interesting is that? We got 2 sacks. Whoopee. No interceptions. 1 lost fumble. That was our backup tight end, I think, did that. Terrific. Kentucky's had 23 minutes and 23 seconds of possession time in the first half versus 6 minutes, 37 seconds possession for the Gators. This game is a nightmare, for God's sake. You know what? At this point in time, and I can't believe I'm going to say this, to save ourselves embarrassment, I almost wish that we would lose the next 2 games, because Georgia's not going to lose the next 2 games. Might as well lose the next 2 games and let Georgia go play Alabama in the SEC title game. Because Alabama in the SEC title game is going to run over us like we're not even there. Now, yeah, granted, our offense could probably keep up with their offense. Might even do a little better, but our defense couldn't stop. We couldn't stop a runaway car with a brick wall. Or as other people have said, and I love this saying, we couldn't cover a twin-size bed if we were a king-size sheet. This is going to be an embarrassment if and when we get to Atlanta to face Alabama. Alabama is going to run up and down the field. Mac Jones will win the Heisman because Alabama will win the game. And even if Trask does as well as Jones does, he won't win the Heisman because his team just got waxed on national television. So it's infuriating. I see this fat tub of lard Grantham run up and down the sideline, He has no clue what he's doing. Mullen won't get in his face. Nobody will say what needs to be said. This guy is worthless. He is not a defensive coordinator. At best, he might be a position coach. And I wouldn't want to teach. I wouldn't want to let him do coaching for the third string linebacker group. He is worthless. He needs to go away. He needs to be removed from Gainesville. And don't start with me about Moose Dump becoming the new defensive coordinator. If that happens, I'm packing my Gator stuff away, and I'm done with them until they remove Moose Dump from the staff. I've said that multiple times, and I'll say it again. I'll say it multiple more times. If Will Muschamp becomes a member of the Florida Gator coaching staff at any level, I pack my Gator stuff away, and I'm going to start rooting for Central Florida until such time as they come to their senses and they fire that worthless piece of garbage. But given the fact that they won't fire an obvious worthless piece of garbage like Todd Grantham, if they do put Muschamp on staff, they'll keep him for 20 years. I can't take it. I can't take it. We are being beaten in the soil. I know we are ahead 14-10 at halftime. If it weren't for Tony's punt return, and I don't know what the hell happened to Kentucky's punt coverage, they all went to the right side of the field and the punt went to the left. I don't know what the hell happened there. I'll have to watch replays and some analysis to figure out what the hell happened, but it looked like the entire punt coverage team went to the other guy back there. Tony caught the ball and there was nobody there. I mean, he jogged into the end zone. So thank God for special teams, because our offense sure as shit ain't doing anything today. 1 touchdown pass, 18 yards rushing. No, wait, I'm sorry. That's wrong. 31 yards rushing. We've given up 126 yards. Now, granted, we've only given up 49 yards passing, but Terry Taylor is not a quarterback. He's a running back with quarterback shoulder pads. So, you're being beaten in the running game because your defensive line can't pressure the quarterback enough and penetrate. And the linebacker, I don't know where the linebackers are. I have no idea what linebackers are. And our secondary won't cover. And if you watch the first half like I did, there's so many times you see the defensive team running around like they don't know where to go. I saw number 3, what's that, Elam, run off to one side of the team, and they lined 3 receivers up on the other side. He's all the way over on the other side. He's got to run all the way across the line to pick up his man. And half the time it looks like the linemen and the linebackers don't know where to line up. So there's no communication. There's no coordination. Half of them look like they don't know what the hell they're doing. This rots from the head down. These may be kids. They're not kids. 18, 19-year-olds are not kids. But they need a coach. Pardon me. They need a coach. They haven't got a coach. They've got a fat piece of dreck running around with a headset on, doesn't know what the hell he's doing, and he proves it time after time after time after time. He proves to the entire world he doesn't know what he's doing. What else is going on in college while my Gators are looking like jackasses? Sorry. Oklahoma State is barely beating Texas Tech. Big deal. East Carolina is putting it all over the ponies at SMU. Georgia Southern beating Georgia State by a point. North Carolina State losing to Syracuse. That's an embarrassment. Indiana 7, Maryland 3. That's a baseball score, for God's sake. You guys got to do better than that. Penn State. Friggin' Penn State. 0-5 Penn State. Showing signs of life against the Mr. Khaki Pants and his team. 17-7 at halftime. One of the directional Michigans is playing. Who cares? Missouri is beating the snot out of Vandy. Big deal. We couldn't do it, but somebody had to. 21-0 at halftime. I don't know if that girl kicker has gotten on the field yet. I guess not, if Vandy hasn't scored any points. And that's it so far. We haven't gotten any other games going. Whole bunch of games canceled and postponed. Ohio State got canceled. That's a shame. Minnesota, Wisconsin got canceled. Cincinnati Temple got canceled. So that's it. That's my halftime rant. I enjoyed doing these. I think I'll try doing them more. You know, what the hell? Brings people to the channel. Go Gators. Screw you haters. Fire Grantham. Hashtag Fire Grantham. Hashtag Fire Grantham to infinity. See you at the end of the game. Unless I jump off the roof.